Hey y'all, it's Jess from Dawn's Press-Ons, and today I'm going to be recording watercoloring the Beauty and the Beast scene. They're the stained glass windows from there. So this was the set that I did. I kind of already posted a little bit about it. So we have the one with the prince and the Beast and Belle. Then we have Tale as Old as Time with a little rose on the side. Then we have the rose stained glass and the mirror, and then just some hearts and roses right there that I might add some diamonds to the back later. But we're just working on these two nails today. So here is my watercolor palette. I got this off of Amazon, and it's just a really nice watercolor palette. It's very, it's not like the most expensive and it's not the cheapest, but I love the pigmentation of it. So if you are a beginner watercolor artist, I highly recommend this palette. I think it was like $35. But it's not like Russian watercolors, which are super, super expensive. But it has metallics, it has neons, and it has your normal colors. So, and it's got a wide range of colors too. So we're going to be working on that. What you will need to watercolor is like a plastic sheet. This one came in it, so I'm going to be using this. And you can, like, if you're custom mixing some colors, you can do that on here. And then you'll also need a paper towel. I have these 3 brushes. It came in a much bigger pack. I think it came in like a pack of 10 or something crazy. But these are Mr. Pen brushes. And these are size 0, 00, and 000. So you have like super, super fine and a little bit bigger. And these are great. These are the sizes I would recommend for watercoloring. I also have 2 bowls of water, one to actually get water for my watercoloring and one to clean off my brushes. And then this is like up to you, but I have a spray bottle of water that I kind of use to just spray down my watercolors before I start. So that way when I'm ready to use them, I can. All right, so I might get interrupted by my children because they are outside and coming inside. So if you hear the door opening and closing, just ignore that. All right, so the first thing we're going to work on is this scene. Now, as nice as it would be to just talk all the way through this, a lot of this will probably be filled with music because watercoloring can be sometimes boring. For most of this, I'm going to be using the 000 brush. The 000 Mr. Pen brush, because these are very, very tiny, tiny sections I'm working on. So let me spray down my palette and we'll get started. Dab. So if you have never taken a watercoloring class, I highly recommend Talia's. It's TALIA''S. About what, Rebra?
Mom, you know what? What are these? Are these eyeshadow?
No, this is watercolor.
Watercolor?
Yeah, Mommy's trying to record a video. Can you let me be for a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, I love you.
And you stick in the colors to bind them? To bind them?
Yeah.
So you're going to paint a yellow bright color?
Yeah.
And what about these? These are so pretty. They're really gold. Like, these are really great colors, but these, I know my pink one is my favorite, but my pink one is my favorite.
All right.
Can I play the
Hey.
TV?
What?
Can I play the TV?
No, not right now. Go play outside. All right. So we got our first color down. Okay, but it's kind of neon. I'm wanting more of a goldy color, so I'm going to take a little bit of this metallic yellow and go in on top of it. Yeah, that's more the color I'm looking for. see. Let's work over here on the princes. I think I like this blue.
That's poison.
All right, pause. Alright, I got the prince's shirt done. Ugh, it's gonna be a long day if I keep doing that. Alright, let's work on their hair. Alright, so they have like brown hair. Let's see if it's chestnut color. Yeah. Yes.
I'm upset. I'm upset, Mom.
About what?
About my bike.
What's wrong with your bike?
Broke apart in a big piece. Look, Mom.
Oh, it's okay. Just go throw
I
it.
need a new bike.
You don't need a new bike.
Yes, I do. But that one is broken.
You're okay.
Because I hate broken bikes.
Try to get a skin tone. Skin tone is very, very difficult for me. So for this, we're going to do a custom mix on the palette. All right, we're going to combine a lot of white. And then we're going to combine a little bit of brown, that same kind of chestnutty brown, but not as much because we will end up very, very dark, just like that. And that is not the color I want. So let's go into the white. We're going to keep adding white till we get the color that we want. Oh, quit bumping. All right, we're getting very close now. All right, let's add a little yellow. I don't need much of this, so it's not like the end of the world. There we go. I like that color. All right, here we go. All right, so we have their face. All right. I think that's all the skin tone I see. Next part, we are going to go in with some gold for their crowns. Because if you work too wet, then you have issues. If you work too dry, you don't get any color down. So there we go. So you gotta work just right. Really, there's not even that much. I wish y'all could hear this chicken out here singing her egg song. If you don't know what an egg song is, when chickens go to lay an egg, they sing a song. And this chicken is singing her song very, very loudly. Alright, we're going to do a slightly darker yellow down here for the other part of her dress now that the other part's dried. Alright. And this will also be for her gloves and fingers and the bodice of her dress that we can see. We just want to make sure that everything is done. Good. I'm probably going to go in with a little bit of this orange to maybe deepen up that yellow just a tiny bit. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Alright, so here is what we have so far. And I know this looks patchy down here, but trust me, we're going to even it out in just a little bit. Maybe I will go ahead and do that right now. So all you do is take a little bit of water, and you just kind of even it out until you're happy with it. Again, you want to make sure you dry most of the water off on your brush or you're going to end up removing it, and then you got to put it all back. So, alright, I'm happy with where we're at right now. Okay, remember right now we're just getting down the colors. We can always adjust more later. My problem is I like to try to adjust now, and that is not what we need to do. Alright, so second part, I'm going to finish his shirt. We're going to give him, I don't even remember. I think his shirt's like a cream color underneath. So I think we're actually going to go in with maybe, alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some of this metallic gold or metallic yellow. What's wrong, Mariah? No, ma'am, that's not how we act. What's wrong? I'm just really not happy with how this one's turning out. Okay.
Well,
let's see.
my goal keeps him bumping me, and I tagged him, and he wanted to tag me, and he already bumped into me, and where
that's turning out. It'll be okay, Rara.
It keeps bothering me.
It keeps bothering you? Alright, let's do some black for his gloves.
What are you doing?
Alright, here we go. Oh, I made my black too wet. Please don't bleed.
Why are you coloring in his body?
Because we're watercoloring, and that's what you do when you watercolor.
Oh, I don't have watercolor.
Well, you're a little young yet. I mean, you could do a play watercolor.
What kind of water? What kind of water, Mom?
And I'm going to give him some gray pants.
What do you say?
I'm just talking, Rara.
Why are you using this? Why are you using this, Mom? This spray? Spray, Mom?
No, not spray. Well, yes, it's just water, though.
Does it spray all the pictures?
Mm-hmm. Alright, I gotta... So, I just checked, and I'm a little off on the color of his shirt. It is just a different shade of blue. So I'm going to take this little thing with some water on it and just kind of rub that yellow color out. And we're going to add some blue there. Which is good because I didn't really like the yellow there. Now remember, if we would mess up, it's okay. This is just watercolor and his pants are like white. So you can always go back and fix it. Alright, let's do a different shade of blue for this. So he had like a lighter blue, so I'm going to mix two of these blues because I don't really have a blue that I like. So this one's more like a light periwinkle blue, sky blue almost. And then we're going to mix this one, which is more like a cerulean blue. There we go, to get this color. So the reason you dab your brush is to help get some of the water out of it, because you want and it'll let the pigment stay but remove the water.
These stickers are amazing. Oh, look at these. They come with these and you stick on your arm.
Yep.
These, Mom, these.
I
Mom,
totally
look at
just got that
these.
all over her arm.
Mom, these. Mom, these.
Okay, you can play with those, Rara.
But they're so adorable. They're so like
Alright.
Good. Look. Oh, strawberry.
So right now what I'm doing is kind of removing some of that color. So I'm taking my brush that's mostly dry and putting it down.
Very cute.
And we'll add and remove color until we are happy with what is going on here. There we go. Much happier. Alright. And because when I was trying to clean up, I removed half of his neck. Let's go back in with a little bit of this to do his neck. And I blended those because I was not patient enough. So back to the drawing board we go. I will not be frustrated. Alright. Take it nice and slow, Jess. Don't rush. There we go. Much better. Alright. I'm going to go back over here and kind of fix up her dress a little because you can see it's kind of muddy and looks more like macaroni and cheese. There. Much happier with that. Alright. Now let's get his pants that are white. They're really like a khaki color, but they show up mostly white. So we're just going to use white and then hope that I have enough like a pinky background that they show up khaki. Yeah, I like that.
so adorable, Mom. Look at all these pets.
Oh, I like them, Rara. All right, I'm gonna come over here. Kind of clean up.
So who bought these? Mom, who bought these?
All right, so this is where we're at right now. Fix his face because somehow his face messed up. All right, now, so I checked and the background is like various shades of sky blue. So that's what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do it in metallic colors because I really wanted to use some of my metallics in this. So we're gonna start up here. There we go. So there's part one. I'm just going to keep going along with this color until I have it kind of patchworked in like you would on a stained glass window until I'm happy. Alright, here we go. So when you get it too dry, you end up getting it very patchy down here. But if you're too wet, then it like floods everywhere. So you gotta try to find like a really happy medium where you can just lay down the colors you want. And of course, my daughter, I'm like, hey, can't, you know, watch TV. I'm trying to record. What does she do? Dumps all her blocks out. But we all have kids, right? Well, I'm sure some of you don't, but you get what I'm saying. I think one of the hardest parts of recording is making sure that I stay in focus and stay in line of camera for you all. But I am trying. Alright, I like that. Alright. Now to finish filling in, I'm actually going to use, it's a iridescent whitey color, but it's got a blue hue to it. To finish filling in the background. Except for I used entirely too much water right there.
Mom, what are you talking about?
I'm just talking, Ryan. What are you talking about?
I'm not talking about anything. I'm here playing with my toys. What are you talking about? About those nose stuff. What are you talking about? There's nail stuff.
Yeah, I'm just talking about nail stuff.
What are you talking about the nail stuff? What are you talking about the nail stuff, Mom? What's your nails?
You know, it's funny. Like, kids, they learn a lot of stuff that you wouldn't think about. Like, so if you're a pastor's kid growing up, you learn a lot about, you know, preaching and the Bible and stuff. And, you know, missionary kids grow up learning a lot about missions and different areas of the world and stuff like that. And nail kids grow up knowing what a buffer is and how to file nails. And one of Michael's like favorite things to do is, oh Mom, I'll help you buff. I'll help you do this. It's cute. So your kids are watching you. And I'm sure like dentist kids grow up knowing more about teeth than other kids. It's just, it's funny what they pick up. And for Raya calls it all nail stuff, and she gets angry when I don't do her nails. but you can't constantly. She is a picker. She likes to pick all the nail polish off. So no, it looks a little messy right now, but it's okay. All right, there we go. So this one is just about as close as I can get it to being done. Because I'm pretty sure if I add any more, I'm going to start having issues. I do need to fill in his shirt a little better, though, with that blue color. Let's see. Now it's like not wanting to pick up at all. All right, let's do this. Okay, I can do this. Sometimes that's just what you gotta tell yourself. You're like, I can do this. Alright, there we go. Alright, so his face is a little bleh. Raya, shh. There we go. We're getting... I don't want to remove all the color, dude. I just want to be able to, like, distinguish that you got a nose. You know what I mean? I'm, like, not winning and not losing here. It goes from white blob to nothing on there. Alright, we can do this. Alright. There we go. That should dry to where we can actually see his face. Yay! Alright. Now what we're doing is we're just going back through and kind of adding color where we see that we're kind of dim. You can always add more color. You can layer your colors. That is the great thing about this. You got some raspberries?
Blackberries!
Oh, blackberries.
Blackberries? Like tiny ones?
What's no good about them? Malachi. Malachi, try not to make disasters.
Ginormous thing. What? That ginormous thing.
Malachi, that is your shirt.
Sorry.
That is a good shirt. Take your shirt off. Put it on the washer for me.
Mama, can we have our blackberries?
Yes.
Mom,
No.
Mom, I want a snack. Mom, I want some snack.
Okay. I need you to give me just a minute.
Want a piece of my gum, Mom?
Yeah.
Even on his pants.
Did you get it on your pants too, Malachi? Son, those are your good clothes.
Just a tiny little bit.
Raya. Stop. That's enough. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave him as a blob because otherwise we have no color. Alright, Mistress, you need to get back in place. Alright. I'm going to let her dry. Alright, let's work on some of the rose. So I have to fix part of the rose first. And so all I'm doing...
I want a snack.
What kind of snack?
Wait, some cookies. Some cookies, Mom?
Yeah. Michael, would you get Raya some cookies? Y'all can each have 2 cookies. Alright, so for this, I need to re-wet my palette again. Alright, and we are starting to work on the rose. Alright, so... Alright. Here we go. And I'm going to do the rose in metallics. So, while I want this to look like very similar to Beauty and the Beast's one, you do have to kind of like just make it your own.
I got some cookies, Mom. I got 2.
Okay, Rara.
Time for a snack.
So what I'm doing now is putting down like a base pink color. Like I was just gonna like kind of fill it in individually, but I'm actually going to kind of just fill in it all right now. And then let that dry, and I'll go back in and kind of shade where I want. Alright, so let's work on the stem. Got a night. Hey guys, close the door.
That wasn't me.
Got the stem done. Now, in the movie, all the background is actually green. It's in a lighter green, so I'm going to actually take some of this lighter green. I have one up there, a couple down here.
Go shut that car door and stay out of that car. Go shut the car door and stay out of the car. Zeke didn't get in the car by himself.
Alright, so I'll just fill in a little bit more. Found some leaves, so we're going to go back in with the stem color and fill in these leaves. Whew. Alright, so for this part, what I'm doing is kind of just dragging my green colors together. And then I'm going to mix them. That way it's a little bit easier, because this would be very, very tedious and very, very hard otherwise. So, kind of have our green background. Now I'm going to take a deeper pink because my rose is mostly dry. So I've got a deeper pink over here. Make sure it's nice and creamy and smooth. Okay, it needs a little more water. Okay, there we go. And now I'm just going to kind of okay. So here's where we're at right now, and I get it. It doesn't look the best, but trust me, we're going to get there. Okay? We are going to get there. Alright. Let's clean up a little bit down here. So all we're doing is taking our brush, kind of adjusting where the stem colors are, so that way they flow a little better. And I'm also kind of just dragging some of these other colors down. Over here. Alright, so that's where we're at with the green. It's looking good. Now we're in a little bit of water on our brush, dab it off. We're going to kind of meld our pink colors. Alright, so our pink colors are mostly melded. And this is why you want to work with a really fine brush, because you're able to get in those little tiny spots. Alright, so down here, this is actually the mirror that is behind them. So we're going to make that blue. Alright. Ah, quit touching. Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay, and then this part over here, I'm actually going to kind of paint it lilac. I want to put like a lilac-y color in it. If I can. Come on, mixy doop. Alright, here we go. This is just kind of filling in some of that dead space over here where there is stuff in the movie over there, but like in here it's not. Michael, you okay, baby?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just gotta cut.
Okay. Do you need to go clean it with soap and water first?
No, it's okay.
Yes.
Wait. I already put the Band-Aid on it.
Well, take the Band-Aid off. Go get soap and water. Alright. Oh, did I just smudge that? I sure did. Okay, we are going to keep going. We're almost done. Alright, so I have a little bit of green on my brush. We're just going to go back in and kind of fill in around here. Alright.
I want my chicken.
Alright, so here's where we're at, and we are about to top coat these. I'm happy-ish with where they're at. I'm just going to clean them up a little bit. Alright. Here we go. We're going to start here. Alright, and we're going to float this, so I have a lot of product on here. Okay? And the reason we float is so that we don't smudge the watercolor that we've already done. Okay? Because can you ever really have too much top coat? Alright. I think that actually turned out halfway decent. Alright, let's get that curing. Okay. Here's this one. Alright, again, we're floating our top coat. Because just like that, we smudged it. And so now what I've got to do is clean that off my brush. Come over here, clean that off of up here. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to go cure what we have on, and then... Alright, so this is how it ended. I really like how this one turned out. It's very, very pretty. You can definitely tell the scene. And then this one turned out decent. Again, doing these with my children up was probably not the best idea as far as making sure that they were my best work. But you can definitely tell the scenes. And it's pretty. So I would wear them. This one needs a little bit more cleaning up because when that green smeared, it left a little bit up here in the black, and so I don't like that. But these are for me, not for a client, and these were playing around, so hey, I'm okay with them. With watercolors, it's never going to be exactly perfect. So you just got to learn what you're okay to live with and what you would like to better yourself on. And so I'm happy with how they turned out, and I hope you are too.